So, wait for it. Can we be heard? I'm not sure if we can be heard. Once I see if we can be heard, I can be heard. Can you guys be heard? Make some noise.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championship 2023, and this is semi-final number 1. So, our audience tonight is going to be a very exciting night of extreme improv comedy as we start to head towards finding out who will be the 2023 Extreme Improv XStreamed World Champion. So, once again, we are going to have an exciting show, and audience, the performers need your votes now more than ever. Give them votes, give them suggestions, give them comments. Let's have lots of fun this evening. Now, it's been an incredible couple of weeks on the Extreme Improv Extreme World Championship Festival 2023. Last night we crowned the 2nd annual Extreme Improv UK champion live on stage, and a big shout out to Danny O'George for becoming the UK champion. So well done there, Danny. It was a mad show. Like, my voice is still hurting just from everything that was going on there. Now, so with this, audience, first things first, let me direct your eyes down to the bottom of the screen. There you'll see the suggestion box. Currently in the suggestion box, it says support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/extremeimprov. Be a pal and smash that subscribe button. Now, audience, I'll really appeal to you here. If you're watching on Facebook, that's great. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on X, these are all great. But take a moment, head over to youtube.com/extremeimprov and hit that subscribe button. If you have a YouTube account or a Google account, you can do it, and it's free, and it will help spread the word about the show a lot more. So, I'm going to change what we're looking for in the suggestion box. Audience, could you give us some suggestions of random words? Give us some random words, and we will use them to inspire our opening games. For now, though, let's meet tonight's performers, starting with Sean. Say hello to the people.
Hey, everybody. Sean Cundy here, out of the States. I'm in Michigan. I'm excited to be back. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, now speaking of someone who's in a bit of a state, Capelthave, what's going on?
I am hailing from the land of leopards, elephants, and crocodiles, slightly wounded, but the comedy war must go on. So what's up, Dax?
Yes, absolutely. Someone who usually goes on a little bit too much. Corey Birch, say hello to the people.
Hello, the people. Uh-oh, am I frozen?
You are.
There we are. Guess who's back? It's me. Thank you so much. I'm in Canada here. I'm actually at a college here in Toronto that I'm going to be teaching improv in, so that's why I'm not in my usual setup, but it looks the exact same.
Yeah, no, it does. Well, there we go. Now, someone who doesn't look exactly the same, in fact, I'm not sure I recognise them at all, is Ruth. Say hello to the people.
Oh, David, you must recognise me. It's me, Ruth. I'm in Banbury in Oxfordshire. I have to say, I've had a really crap couple of days, so I'm looking forward to beating some butt tonight.
Wow, someone who knows everything about beating some butts is Ryan. Say hello to the people.
I beat a few butts in my day. Not the way you're thinking, but and I'm coming from you from the bit of the state of Pennsylvania. My name is Ryan. Glad to be here.
Okay. With each sentence, I believe that's slightly less. But someone who is definitely pleased to be here is Deirdre. Say hello to the people.
Hi, people. I'm in California, but I'm from Ohio. Sorry, I was eating almonds before we started this intro.
Okay. Now, speaking of almonds, someone who is gonna drive us totally nuts with some insane improv comedy tonight. Charlotte, say hello to the people.
Almonds, hazel, walnuts, all of the nuts. Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte from Germany. How's it going?
It's going great, but that's how it's going great for you. But we want to know, what about Bob?
Well, hi everyone, I'm Bob Bador. I'm in Utah in the States and just excited to take these reins over again.
Okay, and someone who may be taking them from you, Bob, is Matt.
Hello, everybody. Originally from the UK, but I'm now based in Melbourne, Australia. It's quite early here.
Wow. Okay, yeah, we've got all kinds of time zones going on. Now, with this, we are going to get on with our opening game. And we are going to do a trio verbatim scene. A trio verbatim scene. I know, right? It's insane. Guys, we reached the semi-finals. All kinds of shiznit may be happening. So the way this works is we will get 3 performers who will have 1 minute to create a scene. In fact, you may even consider it a mini play. And then we will get another 3 performers who will have 1 minute to attempt to recreate it. So I'm going to roll the dice to see who they are going to be. And we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Corey and Ruth and Ryan. Corey, Ruth, and Ryan. Let's get you onto spotlight here. Here we see Ruth. Here we see Corey. And here we find Ryan. Now, let's get a suggestion from the audience. I asked you for random words. And I see hi funny people. No, that doesn't fit this show at all. So let's get something else. Right, okay. We're going to go with victory. Victory is going to inspire this scene. You will have 1 minute and your time starts now.
Victory!
Will be mine. Yes, that's right. Thank you for acknowledging that, Mr. Superman. It is I, Lex Luthor. And this is my...
No.
Where did you gain so much hair, Lex?
Look, I know a guy. It's a little thing called a Rogaine.
Rogaine. Joe Rogaine is
That's
someone you
right.
know?
I listened to his podcast, and I thought, you know what? This guy knows what's good. He's a smart, intelligent man, and I agree with everything he says. That's what makes me a supervillain, in fact.
Right, hang on a minute. What's all this villainy all about? Come on. You're not going to put the villain in front, are you?
Did you have other branding
And that
ideas?
is time. That is time. Thank you very much, Ruth, Corey, and Ryan. Let's roll a dice to find out who the next 3 performers will be. And we are going to have Capelthave. We're going to have Charlotte. And we're going to have Matt. Cap, Matt, and Charlotte. Let's get you on screen. Here we see Cap. Here we will find Matt. And where are you? There you are, Charlotte. Cap, Matt, and Charlotte. 1 minute to recreate that scene. Take it away.
Victory!
Yes, victory will be mine. As I am the supervillain Lex Luthor. So yes, I'm going to win this, Superman.
Do you think you can win this?
Yeah. I mean, I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast, so yeah, I know all the tips.
But where did you get so much hair?
I took his advisement. That man is a very smart man. I listen to everything that he says. Okay, he's a very intelligent person. And yeah, I mean, that's why I'm a supervillain, of course.
You're not going to put the supervillain out in front, are you?
Yes, front and back.
But how long have you been listening to the podcast?
We will never find out because that is time. That is time. Well done. So that leaves us with Deirdre, Sean, and Bob. So let's get you onto Spotlight. Deirdre, Sean, and Bob. Now in this game of verbatim, as it always goes, our performers will now have 1 minute to attempt to recreate Kat, Map, and Charlotte's recreation of Corey, Ryan, and Ruth's original scene. And your time starts now.
Victory!
Victory!
Surprise! I am
Yes.
not a man, yet I am Lex Luthor.
Oh.
It's
Well,
all
where
right,
did you
we
get
don't
so
judge
much hair,
here,
Lex?
Lex.
Ah,
But I
You know,
appreciate you being so candid about who and what you are.
I appreciate your appreciating. I got all this hair from Seth Rogen.
Oh! I was wondering why he went bald on his podcast.
You must give what is given.
Beautiful,
looks,
but
it
let me
looks
ask you this.
nice,
Are you planning
Lex.
on putting the villain in front, Lex?
I'm not sure. There is something off inside. What are your opinions, good villains? That is ironic.
And
I
that
don't
is
leave-
time. That is time. Well done. So now we have just had Sean, Bob, and Deirdre. We are going to go full circle, and we're going to have Corey, Ryan, and Ruth, who will have 1 minute to attempt to recreate Deirdre, Bob, and Sean's recreation of Cap, Matt, and Charlotte's recreation of their original scene. So let's get our original 3 performers up. Here we see Corey, and here we've got Ruth. And where are you, Ryan? There you are. 1 minute on the clock. Take it away.
Victory!
Victory!
Victory?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Victory.
taking...
What have you got on your head?
I haven't noticed slightly a thing, but I've been listening to Joe Rogan lately.
Who are you?
Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Luther, Lex for those who know me.
Oh, okay. So you've been listening to Joe Rogan's podcast?
Joe Rogan, a friend of Charles Bosley, and they both have a split podcast where they talk about villainry and hair growth, and it's inspired me.
So, what is a villainry?
Yeah, what is villainry, and why are you putting that out first?
Oh, well, that was the branding decision, the executive decision we decided to make. But villainry is kind of like chivalry, but worse.
And that is time. So, audience, it is now voting time. Which trio do you think did the best recreation of what came before? Remember that the original scene is not up for scrutiny here. It's all about who did the best recreation. So, do you give your vote to Corey, Ryan, and Ruth, to Bob, Deirdre, and Sean, or Cap, Matt, and Charlotte? Put your votes into the comment section, and I will tally up some points as we go along. But audience, I'm also going to change what we are looking for in the suggestion box. Audience, could you now start to suggest for us some famous movies? Suggest for us some famous movies, and we'll use them to inspire what's coming up in a little while. For now, though, we are going to play the band letter game. The band letter game. And the way this works is there'll be 2 performers in the scene at any one time, and whenever they speak, they're not allowed to say any words that contained the band letter. So if they say anything that has the band letter, they are tagged out of the scene. If they hesitate for too long, they'll be tagged out of the scene. And if they have what we deem to be a circular conversation, they will be tagged out of the scene. Now, once again, like we have been doing throughout this championship, if they manage to stay in for 30 seconds, they will get a point. If they manage to stay in longer than for a minute, they'll get another point, and so on and so forth, and we'll tag them out after a maximum of 90 seconds. So let's roll a dice to find out who's going to start this, but also let's grab a random word to see what's going to inspire this scene. Very fitting for this time of the year, Halloween. Halloween, well, specifically it says Halloween words, and this is from Tom on YouTube. If you haven't smashed that subscribe button, Tom, it would be appreciated. But Halloween words is going to inspire this. I'm going to roll the dice to find what the band letter is going to be, and the first band letter is going to be the letter H. The letter H is banned. And for Halloween, that's perfect. Now, let's roll the dice to see who's going to start things off. It's going to be Ruth, and it's going to be Matt. Ruth and Matt, you're going to start things off here. Here we see Ruth. Here we see Matt. And let's get a timer going. Your time starts now.
Yay, Ruth!
Oh, freeze! Ruth has got an H in it.
Damn!
I'm so sorry there, Matt. We will tag you out. And let's see who's going to go in next. Deirdre, And your time continues now.
My dog was groomed today, not in a nasty way, but came back wearing a bandana. A spooky bandana.
Bats? Snoopy? Has.
Oh, has. And with that, Deirdre, we will tag you out. And what about Bob? Your time continues now.
Spooky season is upon us,
Certainly is.
even for pets.
Like my dog.
Did you get a dye job
Did I
on the pet?
get a what?
Change.
Oh, change. It's hard. Right, we will tag you out there, Bob. And let's see. Charlotte, in you go. And continue.
Wow, it's you.
And you.
Wow.
Crazy.
I know.
Spooky?
Mm. Could be a bit spooky.
Freeze! Ruth, you have made it to your maximum time limit with a bonus point. So we will tag you out there. And let's see who has not been in yet. Corey. And your time. In fact, we've only banned one letter. Let's ban another one. So, oh my god. S and H. So, S and H are banned. Continue.
Do you go trick-or-treating?
Yep. I do.
Really?
True.
Your age and you go trick-or-treating?
A man can do any.
Any?
Stuff I want.
Stuff.
Oh, we'll tag you out there, Corey. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Who has not been in? Give me a wave if you have not been in. Cap. In you go and take it away.
Boo!
You are mean.
I know.
Good.
So, Candy?
Yes, so.
Oh, so you're right. Well done. We will tag you out, Cap. Let's see. Who has not been in? Who has not been in? Ryan. We have not had Ryan yet. Okay, and then Sean. Okay, so Ryan, you are in, and continue.
Roar.
Lion.
Too many.
Freeze! Charlotte, you have made it to your time limit as well, so we will tag you out with full points. In comes Sean, and continue.
Happy Halloween!
And you, madame.
Good is your
Is.
Oh! And with that, we will say scene. Okay, well done. Now, we are going to go on to our next challenge. Audience, let's have a look here. I asked you for suggestions of movies, and you've come through. That's amazing. Audience, now, could you start to suggest for us some professions, please? Suggest some professions for us, and we're going to use them for an upcoming game. Now, let's have a quick look here. Okay, I need to count something up in one moment. But audience, we're going to go on to our next game, which is going to be slight twist on a 1 minute remake. We are doing a 1 minute musical remake. 1 minute musical remake. So, you're going to remake some famous films. You're going to turn them into musicals. So, let's have a roll of the dice and see who we're going to have first. Ironically, it comes up that it's going to be me, but I'm not competing. So, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. Sean, it will be you. Let's find a movie for you. Could you make a musical remake of E.T. the Extraterrestrial? E.T. the Extraterrestrial. And your musical remake, here you go.
What was that in the air? Could it be? Oh no! Aliens! Jazz hands, jazz hands, jazz hands, jazz hands. All right, in the barn. No, in my home. No, it is him. Far from home. E.T. has come in, eaten all my Reese's Pieces. The government is after us. My boy is dying in school. They've shared a heart somehow. Weird alien technology. Then soon he starts to die. So does my kid. How? I not know. Then.
And that is
the light
time. That is time. Well done there, Sean. Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
Setting the bar high for everyone to follow. Next up, we're going to have Charlotte. Charlotte, could you give us a 1 minute musical remake of, let's see. Unfortunately, quite a few of these are already musicals, so I don't know what to do then. Right, could you give us a 1 minute musical remake of Groundhog Day? And I know there is a musical of it, but I'm sure you can make up your own version as well. 1 minute musical remake of Groundhog Day, and here you go.
I wake up in the morning to start my day. Breakfast and lunch and dinner, yay! Then I go to sleep and the night comes and goes. And I wake up in the morning and I see, it's all the same. What can I do? What happened to me? Oh no, how can I solve this mystery? And what else can I do but wake up in the morning to eat my breakfast? After that comes lunch and dinner and again and again and again. But now I can solve the mystery. I know it has to do with this animal that comes and greets the day just like me. Every morning after breakfast.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. Okay, so let's see who's going to go next. Next up will be Capelthave. Cap, could you give us a 1 minute musical remake of, let's see, Top Gun. Top Gun. And here you go.
I'm about to fly the plane that challenges AI. G-forces, but I can beat it. Oh no, my commander is yelling, but I can still do this. Oh, I'm reassigned to new base. Oh no, the son of the man I killed. Oh no, drama. Hey, Jennifer Connelly, how you doing? You have a daughter, but we can still date, and I can jump out of the water. Hey, it's for the rugby thing. Let's run with no shirt. And I am fired again. But I am Maverick, okay? I do not stop. This is my finest hour. I'll take my flight, and I will show those other actors. I may be short, but I can fly.
And that is time. Oh, well done, Cap. what can we say? You went in the danger zone, and you came out the other side. Now, let's roll the dice and see who's going to go next. Next up is going to be Ryan. Ryan, could you give us a 1-minute remake of The Mummy? The Mummy. And here you go.
We have to go to Egypt to find the forbidden curse of the mummy. The mummy. He has been here so many centuries. Could we have some of your jewelry? Because I don't know who. It makes me feel free. Could Brendan Fraser show up? Is he still into that? Is he too much of a whale to believe he is not that? If I have my days and nights in Peru, then please let me scare you and wear this tattoo. And when Jonathan gets you, you will have the scarabs of my life. And if the jewelry has the curse,
and that is time. That is time. Well done. So let's see who we're going to have go next. Next up, we're going to have Corey. Corey, could you give us a 1-minute remake of the Da Vinci Code? The Da Vinci Code. And here you go.
What do you know? It's me, Tom Hanks. Who are you gonna give thanks? It's me. I'm investigating the Catholic Church, but not for the reasons it might hurt. Hey, it's the Da Vinci Code, the Da Vinci Code. It's not young, it's definitely old. Now I'm going and I'm gonna see something buried beneath me. I look and there's something about Jesus. I don't know, that's Jesus Christ Superstar's a different thesis. I think I solved the case. I cracked the code. It's me, Tom Hanks. A la mode. I got ice cream on me. Look, we've had a lot of fun today, folks. It's me, Tom Hanks, your friend. I'm the first guy to get COVID.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. Okay. Let's see who's going to go next. Next up, Bob. Let's find a movie for you. Could you give us a 1-minute musical remake of Kindergarten Cop? Kindergarten Cop. And here you go.
I used to think that school was cool, that boys were smart and girls would drool. But now that I am here inside this kindergarten prison in my mind, there's only one truth that I can find. I'm not going to fall for any rumor. I'm just going to tell you it's not a tumor. So, while we work in this classroom, we're going to find the bad guys. We'll do what's right while we're here in this classroom. And we'll stay here. If I have to wait all night, I'm the kindergarten cop, and I'll end up on top. I'm gonna do what I have to do to bring the bad guys in. Because you kids shouldn't be involved in sin.
And scene. Well done. Well done. Okay. Now.
So we saw Arnold sing after all.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Arnie is going to be at the Opera House, so we've got a preview there. Now, let's see who's going to go next. Next up. Give me a wave if you haven't had a go yet. So give me a wave just so I keep track. So Ruth, Matt, and Deirdre. So rolling the dice, I can see Ruth is going to go next. Could you give us a 1-minute musical remake of, excuse me, The Rock? The Rock. I assume that means the one set on Alcatraz, but if you just want to give us some Dwayne Johnson, I don't mind. It's up to you. And your time starts now.
The Rock is a bit of a hard place to find. It's gotta be a hard place to find, but I know that there's gonna be lots of people there on the rock looking for the way out. It's gotta be somewhere. I don't know where they're going to find it, but it's not gonna be where they're looking for it, that's for sure. Hey, you wanna come up to my place? 'Cause that's where the rock is really happening. It is. Oh no, not there. Don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. It's scary there. I think you'll find it's not that bad. I think you'll find it is very bad indeed. You don't want to go on the rock.
And that is time. That is time. Well done, Ruth. So, next up, we're going to have Deirdre. Deirdre, could you give us a 1 minute musical remake of Cloverfield? Cloverfield. And here you go.
Sometimes I remember what it was like in Cloverfield, not the 3 streets down Cloverfield, next to the Jiffy Lube. My friend Garth Brooks said I should probably see more movies, but I don't know what he's talking about, because I'm just by me clueless. I remember when I lived in Arkansas and I actually knew how to play guitar. If you notice that my left hand's never moved, just pretend that you didn't know, because I remember Cloverfield and we were riding tractors and doing stereotypical things like eating a lot of fried food, having a lot of diarrhea. I don't know why that always crossed my mind, but probably because I got tummy problems. And I remember where but I was in Cloverfield, and I don't mean Ireland. I know my name is Deidre. Everybody fucks it up and calls me Deirdre, but I remember Cloverfield.
And that is time. Well done, Deirdre. I mean, Deirdre. Okay, spectacular stuff. Matt, I think it comes down to you. Let's see what we've got left. Now.
It always does.
Oh, okay. So, there are so many that we've got that are already musicals, which is a real shame, because some of them are great. Let's see. Could you give us a 1 minute musical remake of War of the Worlds? War of the Worlds. And here you go.
Good evening, everybody. This is a brand new true story. You will see it on the radio, so there is imagined gory. All along the time, all along the world, all along the sky is aliens coming down, ripping apart the universe, trampling along everyone and destroying the entire world. Everyone is listening. It's so scary. Why don't you just run and hide? Why don't you run and hide? There's nowhere for you to hide. Thinking of other words that rhyme with hide is not always easy. It makes you a little queasy. Don't worry, my friends, because it's all fake. It was just a radio show with
and
me.
that is time. That is time. Excellent stuff here, guys. So, audience, I guess, not going to ask you to vote on who wins the Oscar, who wins the Tony Award tonight. So, here are the nominations for our 1 minute musical remakes. We had Sean with E.T. the Musical. We had Charlotte with Groundhog Day, a musical experience. We had Capelthave, Top Gun music from the Danger Zone. We had Deirdre, Don't Call Me Deirdre, I Don't Come From Cloverfield. We had Ryan with I'm Singing to You, Mummy. We had Ruth with The Rock and Roll Experience. We had Matt with War of the Worlds, War of the Strums. We had Corey with the Da Vinci Code, the musical. Didn't have a good pun on that one. We had Bob with Kindergarten Cop. the musical. So put your votes into the comment section and I will tally them up as we power on. For now though, audience, we are going to go onto a joke telling game. Now we're going to have the joke telling game tonight are going to follow the rhythm. Why did the blank cross the road? Why did the blank cross the road? Followed by your punchline. Why did the blank cross the road? We're going to replace the word blank with the name of a profession as suggested by the audience. So it'll be, why did the name of profession cross the road? Followed by your punchline. If you have a joke, give a wave so we don't all come in at the same time. And we're going to start off with, why did the diet counselor, what is that? What is a diet count? I'm going to say dietitian. Why did the dietitian cross the road? Why did the dietitian cross the road? If you have a joke, give a wave. Capital fave.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Well, he has lost some pounds on the road and he's searching for it.
Aha. Corey.
Why did the dietitian cross the road to get to Hungary?
Aha. Ryan.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Because he's trying to help someone get rid of that spare tire.
Aha. Bob.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Because he couldn't wait any longer.
Aha. Matt.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Because he was in the middle of green and red days. Slimming World.
Okay. Anyone else for dietitian? Cap.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Well, his car was hit and DO'd afterwards. Car DO'd.
We got there in the end. Deirdre.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Because his friend Fatty had some liver to share.
Okay. Sean.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? He had to get his steps in.
Aha. Anyone else? Ryan.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Because he saw a license plate and he wanted to also provide a license fork.
Aha. Okay, we're going to mix it up. Let's get a different one. So, why did... Again, I'm going to slightly interpret this one. It says diamond polisher, but I'm going to interpret that as jeweler. Why did the jeweler cross the road? Why did the jeweler cross the road? If you have a joke, Corey.
Why did the jeweler cross the road? He spotted a diamond in the rough.
Aha. Sean.
Ooh.
Why did the jeweler cross the road? He had to put a ring on it.
Aha. Bob.
Why did the jeweler cross the road? To get to another engagement.
Aha. Deirdre.
Why did the jeweler cross the road? He saw his bands.
Okay. Matt.
Why did the jeweler cross the road? Because he found a wonderful zebra golden crossing.
Aha. Anyone else for jeweler? Cap.
Why did the jeweler cross the road? To buy some carrots. Shiny ones.
No, I get it. Okay, let's mix it up again. Why did the photographer cross the road? Why did the photographer cross the road? Corey.
Why did the photographer cross the road? Well, he figured he'd just take a shot.
Deirdre.
Mine's a little similar. Why did the jeweler cross the road? He saw his ex and wanted to give it another shot.
Bob.
Why did the photographer cross the road? Because the side he was on was underdeveloped.
Ryan.
Why did the photographer cross the road? Because he needed to relieve his tripod.
Matt.
Why did the photographer cross the road? Because he wanted some more exposure.
Sean.
Why did the photographer cross the road? It's because there was a Kodak bear on his side.
Cap.
Why did the photographer cross the road? He wanted to flash some people.
Bob.
Why did the photographer cross the road? Because he was stopped by an F-stop.
I get it. Right, Charlotte.
Why did the photographer cross the road? There was a cannon blocking his way.
Deirdre.
Why did the photographer cross the road? He was running late and was trying to catch that F-stop.
Okay, Matt.
Why did the photographer cross the road? Because he went for some Fuji apples.
Cap.
Why did the photographer cross the road? He was going to the photo shop.
Very good. Corey.
And why did the photographer cross the road? Because he was looking to get a close-up.
Ruth?
Why did the photographer cross the road? Because he was up to the photo finish.
Deirdre?
Why did the photographer cross the road? He's a little bit of a rebel.
Cap?
Why did the photographer cross the road? Well, his Polaroids were acting up.
Okay, Ryan?
I had something similar, but it was like,
use ointment.
why did the photographer cross the road? Because he was in Alaska and he wanted to see the Polaroid, which is what he refers to as polar bears.
Okay. I understood Cap to be hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoid?
Yeah.
Hemorrhoid Polaroids.
Corey?
Why did the photographer cross the road? Because the side he was on was a bit negative.
Oh. Anyone else, or are we going to mix it up? Okay, Deirdre, then Matt, and then we're going to mix it up.
Why did the photographer cross the road? Because he was told it's a step and repeat.
Matt.
Why did Arnold Schwarzenegger's photographer cross the road? Because he wanted to get a close-up for some Polaroid from the 70s.
Okay, let's mix it up one more time. We are going to go with... What are some of these suggestions? Audioologist. What does that mean? We'll get something else.
Audiophile?
I have no idea. Right.
Hearing.
Pardon?
Like a ear
What?
checker?
No,
Ear
okay.
doctor?
Right. Let's go with... why did the cartoonist cross the road? Why did the cartoonist cross the road? Corey.
Why did the cartoonist cross the road? Because where he was standing was a bit sketchy.
Sean.
Why did the cartoonist cross the road? He was drawn to the other side.
Cap.
That was fun.
Deirdre.
Why did the cartoonist cross the road? Because he was trying to bug that bunny.
Bob.
Did the cartoonist cross the road? Anime.
Anyone else? Corey?
Why did the cartoonist cross the road? Well, they asked him, and he said, well, and his mate did, and his mate did. That was a stretch. That was a stretch.
Deirdre.
Why did the cartoonist cross the road? He's a bit of a road runner.
Cap.
Why did the cartoonist cross the road? Well, he wanted a Mickey.
Corey.
I just want to apologize for that last one. It was a little on the line there. So,
Ryan.
Why did the cartoonist cross the road? Because he saw the perfect handicap parking spot.
Anyone else for cartoonist? Going once. Going twice. And scene! Well done. Well done. Excellent stuff. So, what are we going to do now? That is the $6 million question. And let's see. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. That's fine. We'll have a 4 and we'll have a 5. We're going to go on to our next game. We're going to have a couple of rounds of every sentence must. Every sentence must, where you have to include a word from a category into every line of dialogue. Now, audience, let's just take a quick look here. Well, we've got loads of votes coming through from the earlier games. When we had like the 3-hander at the beginning, I meant to read this out just because it was funny. One of the votes came through Cap, etc. So, which was quite funny. Cap, etc. They couldn't be bothered. Right, so we know who that vote was really for. Now, but I found out who it was for, so don't worry. All the points were assigned. So, let's roll the dice to see who we're going to have go next. Next up, we're going to have... we're going to start with 4. We're going to have Corey. We are going to have Bob. I'm going to use this dice. Let's roll that. Corey, Bob. We're going to have Sean. And one more, we're going to have Ruth. So, let's put you on spotlight. Here we see Bob. Here we see Corey. Ruth. And who was the last one I said? I've forgotten already. Sean. Okay. So you're going to play a game called Every Sentence Must. Audience, could you start to give us some suggestions of a crime you would like to commit? A crime you would like to commit, please, audience. Now, I'm going to grab one of the suggestions. Oh, hang on, guys. Hang on. The audience have given us a couple of jokes. We have to read them. So, why did the cartoonist cross the road? Says Blondie Einstein, one of our regular viewers. Blondie says, I don't know. Draw your own conclusion. Very good.
Oh.
Why did the cartoonist cross the road? Says Jane. Well, actually, he Disney know. You kind of need the right accent to make that line reading work. So, let's see what your scene is going to be about. You are... You're working in a it says 999, so I assume they're English, in a 911 call center, if you're American, or a 999 call center. So like an emergency call center sort of thing. Okay, let's see what category you have to include in every line of dialogue. So let's bring this up. So audience, every line of dialogue they say must include a word from a set category. So for example, if every line of dialogue must include the name of a food, then you might say, my Apple iPhone is ringing. You get the idea by now. Now, every line of dialogue in this 911 or 999 call center must include some sort of kitchen object or cooking utensil, that kind of thing. So, I guess tools you'd use in a kitchen is the category. And your time starts now.
Hey, I'm calling. There's a guy that's got a knife.
Yeah, this is your dispatcher. What seems to be the problem?
Like I said, there's a knife, and I don't want this to pan out badly.
I say you're breaking some eggs. Sorry, you're breaking up, rather.
Is this someone that you are spooning with right now?
We weren't forking.
Look, I'm just gonna jump in here. I don't want to beat her this too bad. But could you just repeat again what's going on?
This is a crock. Okay, come help me.
Maybe we should table this discussion for later.
Wait, are you guys on pot?
Listen, I don't want you to broil over. Is this really an emergency?
Pan,
I am
can you handle
sinking
this one?
here.
Have you had your coffee yet?
Look, are you mugging this now?
You guys should be taking this information in like a sponge. I'm telling you, I'm in danger.
And you should go fork yourself, sir. Sorry to be frank.
Whoa. Let's just let this all sink in for a minute.
Look, I can see that this is going to simmer over if we're not careful. Just put a lid on it.
I am drained.
Yeah, let's put this on the ice box, if you will. You know, let's simmer down.
Yeah, let's refrigerate it. We'll keep it cool.
Yeah, no use crying over spilled milk.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up on the rack here before this is too long.
Listen, sir, I think we've done a bad job of buttering you up. Maybe there's something we can do to help.
I need some kitchen aid.
Sorry, I'm getting another call. There's an air fryer. Sorry, something on fire, I think. I'll be back.
Look, just put it all on ice. Come on.
Look, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna give you a very small microwave before I leave.
Hey, let's not burn up over this, okay? All right?
All right, and scene. Well done. So, audience, it's voting time. Who do you think made the best creative use of the category word in that round? Was it Ruth, Corey, Sean, or Bob? Put your votes into the comment section, and I'll tally them up as we get cracking on with the next round. So now we're going to have the other five. So here we see Matt, here we see Cap, here we see Charlotte. Let's see, who have we not had? Deirdre and Ryan. And let's see what you guys are going to do a scene about. It's going to be about counting cards at a casino. Counting cards at a casino. That is your scenario. And let's have a look. Your category is going to be, maybe, yeah, okay. We're going to have astronomy and cosmology terms. Astronomy and space terms. Astronomy and cosmology terms. So, you're counting cards at the casino. Every line of dialogue must include astronomy and cosmology terms. And your time starts now.
Son,
Come in
I
here
think
and
you're
deal
not-
the card.
Take a chill pill, why don't you, Captain?
Dyson, have you got any force?
Son, I think you're not playing a fair game here.
You guys are talking out your anus. Just get on with it.
I thought we were playing.
Angry man, you look pretty wicked. I mean, wicked.
I thought we were playing Milky Way poker.
Hey. No, you're talking out of your asteroid. We are playing Texas Hold'em.
Oh, excuse me. Can I borrow your little dipper? I mean, no, not that one. The one that contains your drink. Cause
Well,
I'm
here, have some of my Galaxy chocolate.
Hey, are you using a telescope?
Is that a reference to something organically Marsified?
I hope you weren't commenting on my Hubble. I got an injury in the war, and now I need to have a little bit of a Hubble when I walk.
Yeah,
Is
my
your
NASA
meteoroid
also has.
acting up?
Yeah, my NASA also has a lot of stories like yours.
Is your meteoroid acting up, Ryan?
I'm feeling a big bang in the behind region.
Well,
Black
trek
hole.
over here, and we'll look at it for you.
Oh,
We must continue this game, okay? We need to continue because we need to finish this.
I appreciate you bringing us down to earth. Now let's see. Let's show your cards.
Well, you guys must be wishing upon a star if you think that you have any chance at winning.
Ooh,
My
Charlotte is
cards have
shooting me.
my cards have a wormhole in them. I'm out.
Oh, wormhole man, it's okay. It's perfectly normal to Sagittarius with the. Oh, sorry, Hubble man. I meant you. It's perfectly normal to Sagittarius in the Hubble area sometimes. At least that's what I was told.
You know, after this game, my wallet's gonna have a black hole.
I hope nobody's counting my cards, because that would be worthy of being sent into outer space.
You guys are so
E-M.
friendly. Oh,
E-M, you have to equally square this game, okay? You can't be cheating.
It's all relative, man.
I'm gonna have to voyage you to another casino if this doesn't end soon.
No more hawking around. Let's just play.
And scene. Well done. So, audience, once again, another vote on this round. Make sure you support these performers with lots of votes. So, who are you going to vote for here? Ryan, Charlotte, Matt, Cap, or Deirdre? Put your votes into the comment section, and once again, we're going to tally them up as we go on. Now, our next challenge, guys, is another challenging one for you. We are going to bring back, we haven't done this in quite some time, the random alphabet scene. The random alphabet scene. So, if you're unfamiliar with this, I'll explain how it works. Now, one thing that's unfortunate is we have an odd number of performers, and this isn't a game I can actually join in with to help. So, what I will do is someone at random will get a second chance. But, let's have a look. The way this game works is there will be two performers in the scene. And unlike a traditional alphabet scene, where every new line of dialogue has to begin with the next letter of the alphabet, Are You Okay begins with A. But Why Do You Ask begins with B. Can't You See I'm Upset begins with C. And you get the idea. The idea of this game is that the order of the alphabet has to be truly random. So we cannot have any letters that we can't have. If a line begins with the letter A, the next line can't begin with the letter B. If we have a a line that begins with the letter D. We cannot have a line that begins either with the letter E or the letter C. It always has to be something that is not next to it. And as an added challenge, if I notice that there's any kind of pattern going on, then you're disqualified, basically. So, you have a 2-minute time limit on this. I don't want to see that people are writing down letters that they've done. If I think there's any gamesmanship, once again, I may not tell you. I may just deduct the point. So, let's roll the dice to see. Well, first of all, do we think we've got the idea of this? Lines of dialogue have to begin with a letter that hasn't been used before. Okay, so I don't think I made that clear. So if someone begins a line that begins with the letter A, no one else can begin a line with that letter again. You have to keep track of what letters have been used. Now, for the audience's perspective, they'll be able to see what letters have been used because I've now got a fancy new thing that's going to help us keep track. And the one other thing I will say, and this is a complicated game, right, the one other thing I'll say is if you muffle and mumble the beginning of your lines and I can't tell what it is, I'll do my best. But then if it seems like you start something with the letter I thought you said because you weren't clear, well, then I'm still going to penalise you. Right, so with this, I'm going to roll the dice. And we're going to have Bob. And we're going to have Ruth. Bob and Ruth. Your scenario is you are sabotaging the pies at a county fair. You are sabotaging the pies at a county fair. Let's get you on spotlight here. And I'm going to remind you again, make the first word that you say with each line clear so I know what letter you've used. And so you're both working together and competing. Your time starts... Oh, hang on, I'm going to get the timer up here. Now.
Good golly, what have you baked there?
Boysenberry, like I do every year. It is delicious.
That's what you say. Other people disagree.
Why would they disagree with me? It is always delicious, and you can't handle coming in second to me.
But I'm never second.
Second is what you were last year.
You're forgetting that, in fact, I was bumped up to first.
After it was determined that the other pie had been store-bought. Not in my category, but in your category. You only won on a, little technicality.
Jesus, you really like to rub it in, don't you?
Hello, I'm a chef. I do what I want to do, okay? Thanks.
Maybe you could be kinder.
Very well, I'll be kinder. I'm going to win again, and I love everybody. Does that work for you?
Perhaps I could be kinder to you and not be in it.
Now you're talking. Now you are talking. I'd rather have you out anyway.
You are threatened by me.
Oh, freeze. We have already had the letter Y. We've already had the letter Y. So that is the end there. So, Ruth, as you made the mistake, Bob gets a point. But you still have an opportunity to get a combined point because together you achieved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 letters overall. Now, I did actually have what I was dreading for. Like, I didn't catch... What kind of pie did you say you were making right at the beginning, Bob?
Boysenberry.
Boysen?
I think I meant to say oisenberry.
All right, so what did you say?
I said
poison?
I said poison.
Poison? Do you know what? I'm going to let this... I'll have the leniency. Yeah. It was sounded like some exotic fruit. I wasn't sure. You'd have been out a little bit early because we did have another B. But... You know, I'll always endeavour.
I wasn't going to call it, though.
No, don't you dare. Right, okay. So, we're going to roll the dice and see who goes next. Okay, so, next up, we have, let's see, Corey, and we have Cap. Corey and...
Oh, no.
Oh, match made in heaven.
David, why do you do this to me?
Okay, Corey and Cap, your scenario
Yeah.
is going to be... Let's find something else. You are going streaking at Wimbledon. You are going streaking at Wimbledon. Okay? And your time starts now.
Naked Thursday!
Butt naked? Really?
Don't you shame me.
Perchance this deserves a shaming.
Frick, we planned about doing this. You and me, okay?
Just kidding. Of course I was just kidding when I suggested this.
Mama always said that you like to rank my chains.
Oh my god. Why are you bringing Mom up when we're both butt naked?
Right, let's just talk about Dad instead, because, the mom passed away situation and all.
Ew, that's disgusting, brother. Let's just get our pants and get out of here.
Zach, being in the nudist club means being open with yourself, okay? Discussing about parents when you're naked and your issues, that's how you get through them.
Apilfev, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're right. We both probably should go to therapy.
Umbridge is a very good therapist, although her rates are very high.
Can you believe those rates? They're insane.
Halloween discount, we might be able to get that because it is October.
Like hell, they don't respect discount codes there.
We can always ask for parents' debt discount because we lost both our parents.
Absolutely not. That's in poor taste.
Good golly, we need to come up with something, okay? Our wallets are empty, and also we don't have wallets to begin with.
Oh, that is time. You've made it to 2 minutes. Now, well done, well done. So, because neither of you made a mistake, it means that you both get a point there. So, well done. But you didn't make it to the end of the alphabet. In the history of this game, no one has ever made it all the way through. Let's see how close you got, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 letters between you. Okay, well done.
I wish it was with anybody else, though, David. I really wish.
Yeah, I
it was
understand
with
this. Now, once again, I do have one slight query. Right at the beginning, Capelthave, it sounded like you went, frick! And I have no idea what that word was, so I counted it as the F.
I said naked Thursdays, the stars, but Frick gets a name later.
Frick.
Yeah,
as in
Frick,
DB
Frick, like
Frick.
DB Frick.
Shout out to DB.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you're gonna start lines of dialogues with like made up words like Boysen and Frick, I'm gonna struggle to get this right. But we will go on.
You're saying DB is made up?
Yeah, DB is a fictional character. Now, let's see who's gonna go next. Next up will be 2, 4. So hang on, 4. Okay, Sean and Charlotte. Sean and Charlotte. Let's get you onto Spotlight. Here we see Sean. Let's find Charlotte. Here we find Charlotte. So your scenario is that you are working on an elaborate con to swindle some jerk out of money. You are working on an elaborate con to swindle some jerk out of a lot of money. And your time starts now.
Here it is. This is the plan, all right? We are going to get this guy, he's going to get broke with us, all right? Between you and me.
Tell me, what did you come up with? How are we going to get all of his money?
Karen, we've gone over this a few times now, all right? You are going to woo him, and I'm going to rob him dry.
Woo him, right, but how exactly should I do that?
Apples. The man loves apples. All right, get a bushel, get a peck. I don't care, but that's what's gonna do it.
Sure, you don't care because you don't have to get the apples. I do. Where should I get them?
Don't get an attitude with me. All right, we can get them anywhere.
Gosh, this is so exhausting.
Okay, freeze 1 second. I need a point of clarification here. Sean, earlier you called Charlotte a name. What name did you call her?
Karen.
Karen. Okay, good. So in which case, I thought you said Garrett. So that means you're still in the game. Continue. I don't know who's turn. Someone take the responsibility. Go.
Fine, it's mine. I'll get all the apples.
Let's go. What are you waiting for?
Animals. Oh, I said
Oh,
A.
we've used A. Oh, well done. Well done.
That's me.
Okay, so no worries there. Look, I'd rather have clarified or stopped it earlier, but we'll say Charlotte gets the 1 point. Together, you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of the letters, so just about halfway through the alphabet, or through my alphabet. I don't count some of the letters. Right, hands up if you've not had a go yet. Okay, hands up if you're not having a go yet. So there's 3 of you, and so someone will get a random second shot. So going next, 2, 4. So it'll be Ryan, and it will be Matt. Ryan and Matt. Let's get you onto the screen. And then who was the one other person? Was it Deirdre? So Deirdre, you will come to you next. So here we see Matt. Here we have Ryan. Your scenario is... Okay, you are going to take the ex-son-in-law out and not have him return. You're going to take the ex-son-in-law out and not have him return. That is your scenario. Your time starts now.
Zeus, we need to do something about Xena.
I was thinking the exact same thing on planet Mortagork.
Totally, we're on the same page.
Oh, freeze. I'm just going to give a clarification here. You cannot use the letters that come before the letter you've used before. I'm willing to give a do-over on this, just if I take this moment to clarify. So we started with Zeus, and then we had you know what, so that would have been ZY, like a reverse. You can't go reverse. I interpreted it to help you as beginning with U, but then our next one was T, so that would have been TUT. I'm going to say you get a complete do-over, because this is not a game we've played often. And with this, the letters cannot be next to each other in any forward or backwards pattern. Okay? Start again.
I feel like I failed.
Simon, you've not failed. We're in this together.
But my wife's already divorced me.
Tony is gonna come back to you.
My wife, Tony, may come back to me, but I mostly just want to be a good son-in-law. I like that responsibility.
Xerox your opinions and put them in an envelope, because I don't care.
Upside down, inside out, left to right, that's what the boogie's all about. And I don't think there's any clearer way I could put it.
All I want for you is to not come back.
Please, let me be your son-in-law. Please.
Only if you're good.
Oh, I'm going to say there we had P and then we had O, and they are next to each other in a reverse alphabet pattern. Sorry, guys. Well done. So we'll give the bonus point to Ryan there, but as a duo, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 letters. Okay, so now we will have Deirdre and a mystery returning performer. So let's see who it's going to be. I'm going to roll the dice, and I'm going to roll a physical dice because that one's run out of numbers. Okay, so who is number 6? So Deirdre and Charlotte it will be. Deirdre and Charlotte. So let's put you on spotlight here. Here we see Deirdre. Whoops. Here we remove Ryan. Here we remove Matt. Here we will add in Charlotte. And your scenario is... it's about setting fire to somewhere. Arson, basically. Setting fire, and your time starts now.
X-ray my heart. I just want it all to go.
Are you really, really sure about this?
NSYNC always told me to, bye, bye, bye. So I follow their advice.
But you could still change your mind if there is any hesitation in you.
Mars is the planet in charge of me. So I'm thinking, nope.
So let's go. What should we all put in the pot to burn it down?
Dyes, liquor, anything that will burn. Maybe my ex-husband that I just got divorced from.
Now that sounds
Freeze.
like...
I'm just going to freeze there. What was the word you said before liquor, Deirdre?
Dyes, like D-Y-E-S.
Okay, great. Okay, continue, Charlotte.
Now that sounds like it's going to be a
Oh, we've
big
already
fight.
had an N. I'm so sorry. It's so harsh when we have a restart. But, well done there. So, Deirdre, we will give you that point. And together we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 letters. So, with this, we're going to move on to our next game. Audience, I asked you for suggestions of well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. So once again, we're going to do an extreme monologue, but this time it's going to be a musical. No, I'm joking. Right, we're going to do an extreme monologue where they're not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever, they're not allowed to hesitate, and they're attempting to keep their monologues going for 1 minute. So I'm going to reset this, and then we will start to get some characters for you. And audience, after this, because this, I believe, will be the finale game, especially because we have a slightly larger cast as we go into the semi-finals. Wait until you see Wednesday, though, audience. Wait until you see Wednesday. And we will see what happens here. So, to go first, our performers will be performing a monologue. They're not allowed to repeat any words. They're not allowed to hesitate. And if anyone notices that they break these rules, then they can call out freeze. They're also not allowed to just list or count ABC and stuff like that. But if anyone notices they break one of these rules, call out freeze. If you correctly identify that a rule has been broken, that will be the end of the monologue. For every 10 seconds you're able to keep going without breaking the rules, you'll get an extra point. So to go first will be Matt. Matt, let's get a character for you. Could you be Big Bird and you are at a nail salon? You are Big Bird, you are at a nail salon, and your time starts now.
Wow, Snuffy, I'm at a nail salon. This is really amazing. I'm loving everything I do. Putting my hand out, getting fingernails cuffed and buffed. It's absolutely wonderful. I can count 5 on my digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I love this. It's so much fun.
Please. Anyone? I. Repetition of I, yes. 31 seconds, a very good time there, Matt. So, let's... And I love the... you did sound like Big Bird to some degree, so that was great as well. You had his energy down to a T. Oh, hang on, I've still got Charlotte and Deirdre spotlighted, but don't worry, you weren't for the audience. Let's see, number 9, that will be Ryan. Could you be... It says Rocky Raccoon, I think it means Rocket Raccoon, lecturing Ringo Starr in writing songs. You are Rocket Raccoon, lecturing Ringo Starr in writing songs, and your time starts now.
Oh, here's a song about Rocky Raccoon in the lodge. Hey, Bullwinkle, get Ringo here. bang those drums, boy. Fire the other guy. Paul McCartney, alter ego. I love John so much. His child will be worse. I promise. And
Freeze, what's the challenge?
It was I again, I'm afraid. It was another
Oh, yes.
double R.
42 seconds, a great time. So, let's give those points. Let's see who's going to go next. Next up will be Capel Thave. So, Cap, let's find a character for you. You are Bugs Bunny singing a Queen song. You are Bugs Bunny singing a Queen song. And your time starts now.
I paid my dues. Time Daffy said, Buck. Elmer loved money. Tom Hanna-Barbera didn't approve cash. But Jerry, credit card, check. So I rocked the Looney Tune town. Here in the stadium. Ayo. And other words.
Heyo! Okay, that is time. Well done. You made it the full minute. Well done. Well done. That would have been a really crafty way if you'd just done the call back and forth with all these random sounds. Okay, now, or it would have been super harsh if someone was like, freeze, AO is not a word. Right, okay. Let's see who we're going to have go next.
I thought it was KO.
KO, like knockout.
Yeah, I thought that was that.
KO! Right, okay. Ruth, you're going to go next. Could you please be... oh, we've got another of the Sesame Street crew. You're a Cookie Monster in a restaurant ordering. You're a Cookie Monster in a restaurant ordering. Take it away.
Please, for me, lots of chocolate on it, plus sugar and Brill cream. Brill? You know, hurrah! Not shaving foam. It's for eating delicious food of the gods and monsters like me.
And
Yes.
that is time! That is time! Well done there, Ruth. You made the distance. So, we're going to come on to our next performer. Next up, we're going to have Sean. Sean, character for you. We've had Big Bird. We're not going to do Big Bird again, audience. Right, okay. That's never happened
Everyone
before.
loves that Big Bird.
Okay. I don't know who some of these characters are. Oh, wait a minute. Bill S. Preston Esquire. That's from Bill and Ted, right? Yeah, okay.
Oh, yes.
Looking for the person who stole his Gumby toy. Thanks for that, Rob. Right, so you're Bill S.
knew it was
Preston
Rob.
Esquire, looking for the person who stole his Gumby toy. Take it away.
Whoa. Where's Gumby? I got Pokey. Gumby has been. Oh,
Phrase. You know.
Oh, it's not my day. Not my day.
It was the character's way of speaking. Unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
the luck of the draw there. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go on to our next performer, who has not had a go yet. Bob, have you had a go? You are now. So let's get a character. You are Big Bird. No, right. Okay, you are Oscar the Grouch. Thank Tom. You're giving us these spectacular Sesame Street characters. You are singing a Beatles song. You are Oscar the Grouch singing a Beatles song, and take it away.
Hey, trash. Don't be so dirty. I've got Wormy to make me better. Remember, I want your garbage to fill my life. Make more. Give. To can. Recycled, normal, doesn't matter. It has to come now. Or
Freeze. Is that a freeze? You got to call freeze, otherwise I might not spot it. Ryan, what's your challenge?
There is a multiple twos in there.
Yep.
Oh, I'll take it. We definitely had.
But again, I'm not calling it.
Yeah, no, don't call it, guys. We definitely had a make because hey, whatever, make, and then we definitely had a make, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, but don't worry, you made it to 52 seconds because they didn't call it, which is absolutely the right thing to do. So that's another excellent time. So let's see. Who has not gone yet? Give me a wave. Corey, Charlotte, and Deirdre. Next up will be Charlotte. Could you please be for us? Mr. Snuffleupagus. No, I'm joking. Right, okay. You are Dr. Fraser Crane, figuring out his patient Bruce Wayne is Batman. You are Dr. Fraser Crane from Frasier. You're working out that your patient Bruce Wayne is actually Batman. And here you go.
Let me look at this chart. Interesting. Lots of data. Very strong, tall, dark. Injuries pretty bad. Pace looks familiar. Little boy, 30 years ago. Father died. Pearl necklace on the floor. You can't be. Maybe must.
And that is time. That is time. You made it the full distance. Well done. Well done. I like that you really paced that out. You were almost on there. I was just hoping we'd get that Batman word at the end. But, you puzzled that one out. Let's see. Next up. Corey, you've not had a go yet, have you?
No.
Okay. Could you please be for us? I'm going to find one that isn't Sesame Street or Muppet related, okay?
Good luck.
You are...
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it? You want it? You are Miss Piggy singing Lady Gaga. You are Miss Piggy singing Lady Gaga. And here you go.
Poker face. That's what you do. I'm stuck. A bad romance. Ride your disco stick. Og. Never. Inappropriate. Pink. I don't know. Love you. Kissing. Boink. Farm animal. Lady Gaga.
And that is time. That is time. Guys, I'll be honest. As much as I enjoyed that, I didn't understand half the words. They were like going up here. They were down
I
there.
couldn't hear a bunch.
Yeah, everyone was just
brilliant
like,
plan.
yeah, that was fantastic, though. Very enjoyable stuff. Now, let's see. Who has not had a go? I believe it's just one more. Deirdre, could you please be for us Marty McFly discovering it was all a dream? You are Marty McFly discovering it was all a dream. Take it away.
Orange vest. Time gone by. Crazy scientist. Or not. Cool car. Let's drive far. Future. Past. Together. At last. I miss then. Now can go. Check this hair. Got flow. Plaid arms. Jeans below.
And that is time. Well done. Another excellent time. Spectacular again. Wow. So, audience, you know the drill if you have been watching throughout this championship, this tournament, this festival. In a moment, but not yet, it is going to be voting time. So, allow me just to explain this to you, audience. So, in a moment, I'm going to start a timer. Any votes that come through before the timer starts, like right now, any votes that come through now, I'm not counting them. I will see when the timer starts and any votes that come through after that point. There will be then 2 minutes of voting time period, in which case you can put your votes in. At the end of the 2 minutes, I will not count any votes that come after the 2 minutes. In reality, audience, you'll get ever slightly longer than 2 minutes because I will monitor the streams to make sure that at least on one of the platforms, 2 minutes has been beamed out onto the internet. Now, audience, couple of other things. First of all, you can only vote for one performer that you would like to see go through to the grand finale round. You can only vote for one performer. You can't put lots of performers' names, and you cannot put one performer's name many times. If I find that anyone is double or triple voting, spamming the chat with one person's name, I will just disregard any votes from that audience member. So you have been warned. Now, whilst we're doing this, I'll invite our performers again to tell jokes or to plug things if they've got. Let's say you can tell jokes which will be 99 blanks walking to the bar, and the blanks are either going to be, I'll give you two potential options and you can monitor this yourself because I'll be counting stuff up, either flight instructors or ballerinas, either flight instructors or ballerinas. So audience, get ready, give the performers your votes because voting time is open now.
99 ballerinas walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We can't serve you here. You're bringing a puddle. You're all pirouette."
99 pilots walk into a bar, but the bar was closed, and they ask why, and they say it's May Day.
99 ballerinas walk into a bar, and they order in groups of two.
99 ballerinas walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Get out of here. You can't even relevate."
99
ballerinas walk into a bar and say, "Is the pate available? We have to go."
99 flight instructors walk into a bar and they say, "Can I get a flight of beer?"
99 ballerinas walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve ballerinas here." The 99 ballerinas reply, "But we're really good at tippies." They're on their toes.
Yeah.
Matt?
99 flight instructors walk into a bar, and the barman says, go ahead, go and play. And go, oh, we can play instruments.
99 flight attendants walk into a bar, and the bartender says, sure, but you got to pay right now because you guys are a bit of a flight risk.
99 ballerinas walk up to the bar and stretch.
99 flight instructors go up to the bar. Bartender says, Bermuda Triangle?
99 flight instructors walk into the bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve flight instructors. The flight instructor's okay. Is the exit this way or is it this way?
99 flight instructors walk up to a bar. The bartender says, what do you drink? And they said, no food for us, just wings.
Okay, if I can interject here. Audience, voting time has now closed. Voting time has now closed. Any votes that come in after this point won't be counted. I'm going to need another minute to tally up the votes because it went insane just now. So, guys, keep telling this stuff. I'll tally it up and I'll be back with the result presently.
Cool.
I always wondered what they vote exit from after a performer.
That's awesome. I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh, 99 flight instructors walk into a bar. Bartender says, get on out of that Natalie Portman. I don't want you here. This Portman store.
99 pilots walk into a strip bar and get ready for takeoff.
99 airlines walk into a bar, and the barman says, we can't serve you here, you just don't have the spirit.
Hey. Oh,
But they were all
99
united.
planes. Oh, go ahead, Bob.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just adding on to the joke. Go, Deidre.
Okay. 99 flight instructors walk into a bar, and the bartender says, take it easy, Jet.
Cool your jets.
99 ballerinas walk into a bar, but the barman said, you're not allowed up here. Okay, the last time you were here, you caused a ruckus. And they're like, oh, have a hot. Please let us in. And the barman goes, fine, I'll let you in, but behave. Stay on your toes.
99 flight instructors walk into a bar, and one of them's just a big old creep and says, I like that person's TSAs, and I'd like to give that a pat down, and other terrible things.
99 flight attendants walk into a bar. The bartender says, you guys got to get out of here. I can see all of your cockpits.
99 ballerinas walk into a very small bar. And the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve 99 ballerinas. And the ballerinas say, that's okay. It's pretty tights in here.
Okay, guys, if I can interject. Right, we have a result. Now, I hope I've got this right. I haven't got the results wrong, but there are 9 of you, and there's I don't know how many in the next thing. And the way I've always been working it is half go through. Now, I think I'm going to give 5 going through, which might be the mistake, but that means I'm not going to disadvantage you. It might mean I disadvantage them on Wednesday if I've put too many people through tonight. But, okay, in no particular order, going through to the grand finale will be Ruth. Well done. Also, Deirdre. Well done. And Corey. Well done. Capelthave. Well done. And our last one going through is Bob. Well done. Well done, everyone. Huge thanks to all of our performers tonight, including Charlotte, Matt, Sean, and Ryan as well. Everyone was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, audience. It's been so exciting, and like the chat went absolutely crazy, especially when it came to the votes just now. So, with that, audience, put any final thoughts or comments into the comment section, and we'll endeavour to read them out at the end of the show. But for now, let's find out where we can find all of our performers on social media. Starting with Ruth, where can the people find you?
You can find me on what used to be called Twitter and now is called X, which is very confusing to a woman of a very small brain. But you'll find me there on at Ruth Curtis Acts.
Okay, Charlotte, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at CharlotteMarina_. You can find me here on XStreamed, and you can find me in the World Monologue games.
Okay, Corey, where can the people find you?
You can find me next to my good mate, Danny O. George, my other good friend, Ewan, or in Dildo, Newfoundland with my friend David. But if you want to see me live on stage and you happen to live in Toronto, I'll be doing Twilight Improvised this coming Monday, October 30th at the Comedy Bar. Follow at Everything Improvised or at Corey Birch on the socials. Thanks.
Okay, Ryan, where can the people find you?
You can find me here on occasion. Nothing more to promote, Your Honor.
Okay, Deirdre, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram. Basically, everything is my name with Kathleen after it. And I'm also co-producing a film, but we need money for, post-production. So if you look up Shame, the short film, we'd really appreciate any donations. The link is on there. Basically, we're on everything. Thank you.
Okay, Sean, where can the people find you?
You can find me on all the social medias at Too Funny Cundy.
Awesome stuff. Cap, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Sundays, where I sing, I dance, I throw myself in a bucket, and I work with puppets. Recently, there's a video, what would happen if you combined Seinfeld with Goofy, along with what if you combine Backstreet Boys with Ducks. It's a weird combination, but they work, okay? So go and check that video out, and you can also find me here on numerous shows.
Okay, Matt, where can the people find you?
Well, there's a little-known site called Google. Just put Matt into Google and press enter, and I'm probably the first one that comes up.
Awesome stuff. I'll try that. Bob, where can the people find you?
Social media, pretty much with my name. You can also look up the Wasatch Improv Festival. We're about to close submissions for that. And usually I'm just sitting around waiting for that sexual tension between Cap and Corey to finally, reach its resolution.
Yeah, it's going to reach its climax, I guarantee it. Now, my name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky, spelled Pustansky. You can also get copies of any of my books, including the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which will tell you how to play all the games we've done on tonight's show, plus so many more. The Extreme Improv Ultimate Guide to Creating Virtual Theatre, which would tell you how to create a show like the one you're watching right now, or the Extreme Improv Improviser's Bucket List, which will give you a bunch of goals and challenges, like achievements that you get in a video game, of things to do if you are into doing improv. All of these are available on Amazon as paperback or Kindle editions. This one's available as a hardcover book as well. So, last couple of things I will say. Make sure you check out all of the YouTube channels for all of the shows. We do so many shows on the channels, including Geek Battle and Slam Jam, Jetlagged and Loving It. They each have their individual YouTube channels, but the main one, of course, is the Extreme Improv YouTube channel. Make sure you smash that subscribe button there. Now, guys, last night we broke like tradition. No, we found new ground. We live streamed one of our live on stage shows, and we're going to be doing more of that coming up in the future, because we're going to have a monthly live show starting in December, where it will be in London. So once a month, Extreme Improv XStreamed will be live from stage. There'll be guest acts, there'll be a jam at the end, and there'll be a show like this, but where people can actually, reach out and be near each other, which is great, but it's not as great as this. This brings everyone from around the world. Check out the full details of all of the shows in the festival, including tonight's guest show, which is Get a Room, which will be on in just a little while. I think you've got time for a bite. I don't think it's on for like an hour or so, maybe a little bit more than that. And that will be on this channel. And with that, we'll have a quick look at the comments. Rob Kirby says, great show all, setting the bar super high for the semis. You are all winners, says Tom. David, thank you for hosting. Well, thank you, Tom. And then Sorrow says, you are all wonderful. Really nice comments there from me, from everyone else. Stay safe, always stay extremed, and ciao for now. Boom, and we're off the air. Brilliant show, guys.